hear that we're in a drought all the time, and we hear it so much, it's just like white noise at this point. When I first started hearing it, it was almost like, oh, like a slap on the wrist, like, oh, don't use so much water, we're in a drought.
Well, I think it's good that more people won't be like washing their cars and watering their lawns. Our agriculture could really benefit from certain restrictions and more efficiency in that area in terms of water usage.
Back a couple years ago, restaurants didn't offer water when you sat down anymore. I think it's happening again. Like, I went out a couple times and they put the sign there that says, you know, water on if you request it.
I really hope that we're also identifying the right sources of the drought too. It's not just like the ordinary like civilian consumer. A lot of it is from agriculture, a lot of it is from, you know, our irresponsible practices.
I took a shower last night and I did this thing where I just turn the water off to get my body wet and then, you know, do the scrub down, and then I turn it off to, you know, do everything else. And then I just turn it back on, and I found that I only used about 3 minutes.
I don't wash my car anymore, shorter showers, which is like a big deal for me.
I take really long showers. I'm a shower philosopher.
My roommates see this, they're gonna laugh because they're like, Arnie, you take really long ass showers. You are not concerned about the drought. But I am.
Because I live at home, our sprinklers don't go on as often. And we've also tried to replace some of the grass with turf.
Mostly, I don't really, when I have a garden, I don't water anything. I just kind of try to take shorter showers, leave the faucet off, make sure if I see something running, I turn it off, like little things. Just be more conscientious overall.
I haven't changed a lot of habits. I grew up here in California and I grew up in droughts, and so I feel like that has shaped my behavior throughout my life of just being mindful about how much water I use.
It's so little in terms of our collective water usage in the state. It's not gonna make like as big of an impact as if we definitely changed our agriculture practices and ate less meat.
I would guess that residential use is a decent chunk of the pie, but probably commercial use and like industrial and agricultural is probably a much larger piece of the pie. But I think that we're all equally responsible and we can't really just let agriculture shoulder the whole burden and not do our part.
The weather is not going to play nice to us sometimes. So I'm pretty sure if everyone did their part, we would save water. Doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, it will solve the problem.
I think it will have an effect on the severity of the drought, but it will definitely help with the little amount of water that we do have left. If everybody starts changing their small habits, it does account for big things.
It's easy to forget when you go through your life. There's not something reminding you every time, like, you know, don't leave the faucet on. You see the campus, it's all green and pretty. It's hard to think like I'm in a drought.
Almost kind of like this thing you don't even think about. Filling up your water bottle, taking a shower, washing your car. It's just we're always used to having water available.
We can't really change how severe it is, but we can still change how much water we have left.
Now is an important time to restrict water use.